Welcome to Everything in Between.
We're a mother
and daughter
with a lot to say about, well, everything.
I'm Braelyn.
And I'm Lynne. And this is your show for perspective, real talk,
and feeling less alone in the chaos.
Welcome. This is our first live anything.
It's not live.
Oh,
it's on site.
Right. Okay.
It's our first It's our first on site.
Out of studio on site.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say live. We're in San Diego.
We are in beautiful San Diego.
Yep. It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. The weather is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we're here for a conference for Vistage, which is the company that I contract with.
Yep.
And Braelyn's a member of and very connected to.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And they're putting on a world-class event.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah, so we thought it'd be super fun. We have cool badges.
We do have cool badges.
Braelyn has been loving conferences.
This is true.
Since you were like 16.
I think the first one I went to, I was actually maybe like 14 or 15. And I helped man your booth and like get people into the booth. And I had a blast.
Right. And I was like, this is an interesting child.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one of your other sisters participated one year.
Short term. Yes.
She wanted to go to the baseball show.
Oh.
So we went to the MLB
Wait,
event.
Joanna or Winnie?
Joanna.
But Winnie also came.
Winnie
she was a couple
hated
ticket
it.
for us.
Absolutely hated it.
Yeah, but she went.
Oh my God. One time you did. Actually, we were talking about social media back in the day when you had to actually tell people that social media was cool.
When?
And that it was
in our
okay
panel?
to do. Yeah. So we actually, no, you and I just did a whole session, whatever you want to call it.
Wow. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
We did a whole session.
Yeah.
Like a breakout session.
Because you were a millennial and everyone was like, what's going on with millennials?
Back in the day when millennials were really young and Gen Zs, they were children.
And it was like, how do we market to them? Because we were in the live event industry.
Yes.
So I just brought my millennial with me. And everyone loved it. It was like standing room only.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't remember how old you were, but not very old.
Maybe 16 or 17. That was Chicago, right?
I don't know.
I think so. It was like,
so she's been loving. She just likes the lanyard.
It's just fun,
like the whole situation.
You get to meet a lot of people, network with people,
right? That
you wouldn't normally. I'm also schlepping my business about, which is fun.
Do you like calling it schlepping?
I don't know.
Are we doing our intro? I'm Lynne.
I'm Braelyn.
This is welcome to everything in between. So as we go up and we've been meeting people, Braelyn made these really cool Everything in Between podcast stickers for our badges.
Yes. We got QR codes on the back.
Yeah, we're doing all the things.
Yeah.
And we telling people we have a podcast and then they're just like, oh, is that what it is? Like, is it what you're giving us now?
Because we're like bantering, yes, in person. And I mean, not bantering, but we're just conversating.
Yeah,
and apparently that's interesting to people.
I just think I'm like, yeah, this is pretty much the podcast.
Yeah.
If you like this, you might want to listen in.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It is pretty funny.
Yeah. So, what are you doing in there? Like, why are you, I was like, you got here last night and you're like, oh, why am I here again?
Yeah, I said, why do I come to this?
Well, you like a nice hotel.
Love
so
a nice
we're at
hotel.
the Marriott Marquis in San Diego. Nothing to not like about that.
Beautiful.
You know, there's like, you just use the room credit for the snacks and all the things. So that's amazing.
Yeah, that's nice.
And you're getting this break of
nice weather.
King bed to yourself. And
I mean, I do really miss my husband. The king bed to myself is not a plus.
Oh.
No. That's
Okay.
But
it's it is a nice room.
Yeah. He's enjoying not having me at home snoring.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that?
I mean, he just said, I'm looking forward to a few nights with no snoring.
Oh my God. Maybe you have to get the nose strips now.
You know, I thought about it. That little magnetic one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I do love a nice hotel.
Yeah.
And I think like there's been periods of my life where I was less networky. and periods where I was more networky. And I think like as I get older, I do get burned out faster, but I still like it. So like I like the networking, but like last night after the opening reception,
We were done.
it's 2 hours.
Oh
You're in
my
this
God.
big hall. It's beautiful. There's food, there's drinks. They had a ton of non-alcoholic stuff, which was great for me. But literally, like, I look at my dad. It's like, we're 2 hours, and I look at my dad. He's talking to a woman. I can just see his eyes glossing over. And I was like, we're all just done. Like, it was 2 hours. And we were like, why was that so
it was
exhausting?
4 to 6.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I was
It was
well
so,
rested.
yeah, we were like
charged
ready
up.
to go. Like, we were energized. And then we got in, and we were like, holy shit, that was a lot.
It was a lot.
I think when you're in a place with prolonged excessive noise, that'll do it for me.
I never knew that.
That'll do it for me for sure. If I'm like in a loud restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
even if I'm just not talking and I'm just there, like that gets to me. So
I've never
that
known that about
contributes, but
myself.
then you're also talking and you're having to kind of yell because everybody else is talking. So you're having to talk loud.
My throat's sore today.
Yeah, probably from the yelling.
Wow. Well, anyway, it was weird because it wasn't even late at night.
No.
And why are we
And we're
schlepping
networky
since we're
people.
here?
I don't know. Like we like this. We like doing this. We're networky people. We like to run about and talk
We
to
do.
people. And
I mean, you run a freaking co-working space.
yeah, that's what I do.
know.
This is not my audience of people
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of old farts. No offense, not you, but the majority
I don't
ages
feel like
above 60.
The
I
old
feel
farts
like
are going to be tuning into the podcast
No,
or
it's
following
fine.
us on the
it's fine.
TikToks.
I mean, maybe we are running around going, listen to our podcast, but so yeah, it's like talking to, and there's something to be said about like going back to like good energy. There's people here who conversating with them is difficult because it's
my
different
gosh.
social stuff. So
Right.
they like are almost
Right.
stiffer, and like
Mhm.
it's like you have to put on a little song and dance while you're
I don't like
conversating
that.
with them, and I don't like that
too
either.
much
That's
energy.
tiring.
Or what if you get into the situation where you start talking to someone and there is like nothing interesting that's happening?
Oh, and then they're just talking and talking and talking, and how do you exit
That's
that?
tough. I
It's
usually
so
hand them off
hard.
to somebody else.
Yeah, you're like, oh, so and so, have you met so and so? Or you're just like, oh, I gotta go.
Then I go,
I told a friend recently, like the best way to exit a conversation when you're at work
Mhm.
is just all of a sudden you look at your watch and go, oh shit, I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
oh my God, that's a great
And you don't
one.
even say what you're doing. You just all of a sudden look at your watch. Oh my God, shit, I gotta go. So sorry. And you just leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that.
hmm But when you're at a thing like this, you got nowhere to be.
No.
So you do have to be like, oh, so and so, have you met so and so?
Yeah. You'd have to make up a Zoom
Or you
call
just
or
kind of
something.
like, oh, so nice to meet you. Like it's real. I feel like I'm a good conversationalist, and
Mhm.
I even struggle to exit conversations in a polite way
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not
I hear
easy.
you.
Yeah.
Can we talk a little bit, since we're here and we're wearing the tag, about what Vistage is about?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Is that interesting for people?
It's not interesting.
I mean, it might be.
I mean,
I like it. I'm a member.
yeah,
I drink the Kool-Aid.
you do.
It's basically professional development with an expert-led facilitator
good.
in a room full of your peers.
Other people like you.
that help you with your problems when it comes to your work and business.
Right. Decisions, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Being able to come to a group of people that are at your level
Mhm.
of business or work or whatever with issues that you're facing and get like not just feedback, but like expert level good feedback, like people who have been there, done that.
Right.
And it is facilitated. So there's no like rambling tangents, getting off track. Like it's never a
Can you
waste of
imagine
time.
if it was just you guys getting together?
It'd
Wow,
be a
the
shit
sound
show.
is like really making my
Yeah.
full-on
It's okay, it's
sunglasses
gonna
right
go.
now.
Yeah, it would be a shit show without the facilitation.
Right. Right.
So it's
true.
peer groups that are facilitated to stay on track, because if there's one thing that I hate more than anything, it's when you're in a meeting and shit gets sidetracked and you're like, I don't give a fuck. And then I check
Mhm.
out.
Yeah. Oh, so much.
Yeah.
So much. And it's awful.
Yeah, it's a
That's
waste
true.
of everyone's time. Nobody wants to be in a meeting where someone's just rambling about some shit that nobody cares about. You're like, we are people here who are, our time is
I got
valuable,
stuff to do, man.
have stuff to do.
Get me out of this room now.
So that's why
I'll
I like it.
fix
It's
it.
like very like high level.
right.
And
That's
then it's
good.
also like you can go to those people if you like need business or you need their business, and like they're going to take care of you.
Yeah, it's this tent that you get invited into. Oh,
Yeah.
look, the light, it changed.
Yeah.
There's this tent you get invited into so that there's a level of feeling like if I met someone in this, there's a very good chance they're going to do what they say, return their
Yes.
phone calls,
Yes.
do quality
Communicate
work,
well.
all of that. So it's like upping your game. And what happens is when you get used to that, and then I avoid atmospheres where that isn't there.
Yes. It's like a standard of,
Because if you go into networking meetings sometimes you're used to this high level
yeah,
of people really being better and growing and all that, and then you come in there and it's not that way, or people are self-serving or bragging, you last like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm out.
I recently used a couple of Vistage companies at the building when I needed like repairs, and it was a much better experience than when I just like find someone off of Google.
Right.
So
Yes. Yeah, and I think, I'm technically a consultant. I 1099 is their business model.
yeah.
But what's so cool is so many times consultants feel really alone.
Yeah.
If you work in consulting and you don't just have to grind to do everything by yourself and all the billing and everything.
Yeah.
If there's an organization that can stand behind you, it's really amazing. Because if I were just doing all of these groups and coaching CEOs and leaders on my own, there's a lot of work I'd have to do that I don't have to do.
Yeah. The staff is amazing too.
Right.
Just the organization itself.
And I think the lesson is if you're going to do that, pick a really amazing, if you want a world-class experience, pick a world-class organization to work with. But there really is a benefit of not just going it alone as a consultant.
Yeah.
If you have the type of industry where you have the opportunity to really work with some great folks. So that's why I like coming here.
On your side, you like it as the chair, and I like it as a member, and it's a good organization.
Yeah. So, and it was like a rough jump for me. I ran for mayor in Gilbert.
Yeah.
And in the same week, I found out I didn't make it to the second round of the election. It was a really close three-way. And my contract ended because COVID was happening with the company that had bought me. So I was unemployed. I knew I wasn't going to be the mayor. And then my birthday was that week.
Yeah.
But we're in the middle of COVID. And like, so
it was a very weird time.
It was so strange. And I really I had found like this desire to help build good communities, which is why I wanted to run for mayor.
Yeah.
I think good communities it's good work to do.
And
I couldn't figure out how being a Vistage Chair was going to do that. And so that was kind of day one. I logged in and they talked about your purpose. And I was able to realize like the number, if we're sitting in this room with 600 people across the US that are working with thousands of businesses and helping those leaders. I mean, sometimes I just say, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
There's so many people that work in companies that are just not treating them well.
Well, if you think about the ripple effect,
that
was one of the themes of the conference a couple years ago.
Yes. Look how
you
many
helping
lives.
those CEOs, then those CEOs have tons of employees, and then those employees have family. And if everybody's being supported and well taken care of and like wants to be the best, right? Then that really does affect all of those people.
It does.
So you have 600 chairs here who all have however many
thousands and
CEOs.
Thousands of employees.
Yeah, it's like
probably hundreds of thousands of
people. Yeah, are affected.
So anyway,
that's
enough
pretty
on
cool.
that. But it's why it's always good to have mission. And then, I mean, I think hitching your horse to something that when I come to this, I feel really good. Yeah. And I'm inspired and I meet really great people. Yeah. If I were not feeling that way and I'm here, I would need to get out.
Yeah. Well, I think like, even if you're feeling like, I don't know, a little dull, a little uninspired, like coming here every year reignites you. Right. That's why conferences are so great.
Yes.
It's inspiring, gets everybody in the room. It's got that energy of like, we're all here. We have a mission. We're working hard towards it. It really is. That's a nice feeling. Yeah. Like I'm not even doing what you're doing and I'm sitting in the general sessions.
You're like we're
wow, this is so powerful. Like this is so cool.
Oh, we did a member story. That was just amazing. Yeah. Incredible, right?
Yeah. Spear. Yes. Physical therapy.
Yes.
Their CEO during COVID took no salary so that they didn't have to furlough a single physical therapist.
Yes.
Like that's just really inspiring. Like that's being an amazing leader.
Yes.
And that's, I think, what Vistage is all about.
That's true. Wow, they better take that clip. Take that clip, y'all. We'll send it over to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can love that. Yeah, so it just feels really good. And like I'm sitting at lunch today. Don't tell anybody, but I'm going to tell everybody. I haven't even been to any of the breakout workshops. I've been to the big stuff in the networking sessions, and I'm sitting at lunch today, and I'm connecting with a couple of other women people who do what I do, chairs, women people.
Women
and they
who
end
do
up
what you do.
telling me that they have this kind of this little network,
Women's group.
and it's their own little women's group of chairs,
people that do what you do,
leaders, and people do what I do. It can get kind of lonely. Like we tell the CEOs, hey, it's lonely at the top, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the room by myself.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, you're driving home from a meeting and you can question, how did I do? And why did I say that thing? And I try not to do that, but it happens. And you feel a little bit alone in it.
Yeah.
And they extended an invitation to me to join their group. And I was like, I feel like I have a new sorority, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really cool. I was like, is there an application? They're like, no, we just put you in.
Yeah.
So those are magic moments to look for.
Yeah. And I'm really excited because this is my third Chairworld. And every year there's more women.
Right.
Every year there's more younger people. And this year is the first year that they have an official session on neurodiversity.
That's true. I'm glad you thought of that.
Which is really cool because we had
Yes.
talked to them last year and they were kind of like, we don't see the point. We're not really going to do that.
Right.
Because there was a little meetup group at the last Chairworld of autistic and ADHD chairs, or the ones who had family or spouses.
Right.
And we went and just this little casual lunch meetup. And we were like, we need to do something because guess what? You have CEOs who are autistic and ADHD and, you know,
No one's
are
talking
not fitting
about
the
this.
norm and nobody is talking about this. So to see that we went from last year of them being like, I don't really know, to having a full session, this year is really cool.
And there's also a session around, it's 2 bipolar chairs.
Yes, around
talking about
bipolar and schizophrenia.
Bipolar and schizophrenia.
Which is like,
holy shit.
So cool because those are the two, like those are two of the more stigmatized mental illnesses that people don't talk about. And so to see that at a professional level group that they're valuing those conversations and perspectives is really cool.
And they're bravely standing up in front of their peers.
Yeah. And identifying
and saying, as both of those.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Yeah.
And it's
just cool for an organization that is so old. Vistage is a really old organization, and it once was just like a super boys club.
Right.
And to see it, you know, becoming like really sticking with the times and being progressive and modernizing and making sure that they're being inclusive is really cool.
It is.
Yeah. And it goes to show that like an organization can change, and also that you can still be wildly successful even when you are having these conversations.
Yes.
Probably even more successful while having these open doors of conversation.
Yeah. And then I'm facilitating the first workshop tomorrow around the different generations in the groups.
Yeah.
Because typically people joined when they were maybe in their 40s or 50s and they're, you know, senior level jobs, and then they would stay until they're 65 and retire.
Yeah.
So when I walked into my first Vistage room, there was probably 5 or 6 guys in there that were like
really old,
in their late 60s.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not going to call that old because I'm 62,
okay.
but it's just different somehow.
You were
now.
like, you know, it just feels different.
Jones,
yeah.
It's just a different type of being old. But they, you know, and they all like retired out of that. And especially in Arizona, we just have a lot of younger members.
Well, there's a lot of young CEOs now, millennial CEOs. You know, this is like very much a thing.
I have guys selling and retiring out before they're 40.
Yeah.
You know, I have another one that retired at 50 and he's like, do I want another gig or not? Like he doesn't know. So there's a completely different conversations. Oh, hi, bird.
That was a really cool bird noise.
I know. And I'm not ADHD, but that was cool. You think I am?
I don't know.
I mean, my gay daughter thinks everybody's a little bit gay.
Yeah, she does.
So the ADHD daughter thinks everyone's a little bit ADHD.
Some people just have ADHD traits.
Well,
yes.
I mean, our home was some traits, 3 to 2 ADHD. But,
you know, exactly. So. There's a little bit in your home growing up had a lot of stuff going on. So
yeah,
nurture versus nature.
Man, I'm getting way off of the panel, but I wish that I had known everything we do now.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how that would have come into play in my family system.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about that.
Yeah.
Like, we just
if there was proper support for everyone. Not that you guys aren't all pretty well adjusted for the most part.
Fairly high performing.
For not knowing everything.
There's no broken relationships, things like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Like for the most part, you guys are a pretty good little family unit.
Yeah. But like one of my brothers that, you're pretty sure he's autistic.
Yeah. Which one?
She thinks both of them are the less functioning one. They would give him a tap. Like, we just always knew he was different.
Yeah.
And we never really knew why. And then sometimes we just thought he was shy.
Yeah.
That, to our knowledge, he never dated in high school. And he just was socially awkward.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't, the rest of us were like these high achieving, straight A students doing band and choir and sports. And he didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And like on Saturday, they'd get up and they'd get the chore list.
Mm-hmm. And
we'd all get done really early, a little type A's, and we're done. And he would have like clean the garage.
Yeah.
And it would be 3 hours later, and he really he's just wandering around in there.
Yeah.
And so
it's a very unclear task too.
We didn't know, but they didn't have to be clear with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what to do.
Yeah.
And so my dad, I bet sometimes even in his loving way, he said, "What's wrong?
Yeah.
Like, how can you not get this done? What have you been doing out here?"
Yeah.
He wasn't mean.
No.
But
different times, you know.
What if we had known?
You might have been able to support him better.
I mean, he was a strings player, and he was like the top guy in the community orchestra.
Yeah.
In junior high.
Ron?
Yes.
Weird.
Right? But a lot of times strings players can be, like, autistic people are very good musicians sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, because that's a very...
You can hyper-focus on it.
The strings especially are very difficult, very intense. You need a high level intelligence and a different kind of reasoning almost to play the strings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I wonder about that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that my sister has depression issues.
Yeah.
The only mental illness we called out was my dad had a very clear depressive funk for multiple years.
Yeah.
He never got medicated.
Called it a breakdown was what they used to call it. Back in the day, they had a mental breakdown.
He didn't have that. I think that was, you're thinking of Dad's grandpa.
Oh, okay.
He had a mental breakdown.
But that's what
Yeah, but this was just a really heavy depression.
They called it that?
Yes. Yeah, we talk about Dad's depression years.
Oh, whoa.
Right. And we know, but there wasn't, like, he didn't ever get medicated.
Yeah, might have been really different.
Therapy or anything. You were just expected to, like, pull out of it.
Yeah.
And he had a crisis in his work, basically.
Yeah.
He ended up pumping gas at one point through there when he was a professional.
Yeah.
So that, maybe a breakdown. It's just so interesting. We have so many more tools now.
Yeah, we do.
I think some people are like, why does everybody have a thing? And it's like, no, everybody has had things.
And they've been covering them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
That's a long tail to say. I'm really excited to do our session tomorrow in generations because we have a general expert, generational. She's over there. Dr. Catherine Jeffrey. I'll say it the right way.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about, if you're leading these groups and they're generally people in their 50s and 60s years ago.
Yeah.
And now they're people in their 30s and maybe even 20s at some point. And all the way through that, like, if you don't understand that, the differences that they are, I don't think it's going to be as effective for them.
Yeah.
And so we're super excited that they said yes to having us do this workshop. We've got a chair from all the different generations.
Oh, fun.
And then Braelyn's going to be in the room, and I bet you KJ is going to call you out. You
have a millennial?
Tom Healy's a millennial.
Oh, he's
42.
He's an elder millennial.
He's an elder millennial. She breaks it all down. Like, we've got two Joneses, but one leads X and one leads Boomer. And then we have an actual Gen Xer who is like classic.
Yeah.
Katina's classic Gen X. That's going to be super fun. So we love talking about the generations. Now we get to do it,
in a panel.
In front of a group, in a panel. Yeah.
Check your mic. So make sure it's still on. Other side. So hold it facing this way.
Oh.
Just want to make sure it doesn't turn off. Just swap it. Yep, perfect. Thank you. That way I can just see. That works.
Yeah.
I don't know if it goes red.
Okay.
I was worried about shutting off.
It's not as comfortable.
Well,
but I don't want to.
Like this.
Well, I don't want to.
No, it's fine. You can hold the sides.
Okay.
Yeah. How's
that?
Yeah, that's fine.
I love this little mic. It's so cute.
So cute.
Clearly, I do a lot of TikTok content and use this every day. I'm super fascinated by the microphone.
It's fun.
It is fun.
And I got the puffy.
Yeah. Does that make noise?
I don't know.
Oh,
very
cool. So anyway, we just thought it'd be fun to check in.
Yeah.
And
do a little on-site episode. I don't know where our next on-site episode will be.
I don't know if we're going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I don't think
figure that out.
It'd be fun though, like next family vacay.
That is super.
We could
That'd
do
be
one,
so fun.
you know, from the beach or something,
That'd be cool.
right?
Yeah. We had so many people ask us if they could be guests on our podcast.
Everybody wants to be a guest on everything in between.
They haven't listened to it.
Yeah.
Probably.
We just don't know if people can hang.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
it's
we don't want to
complicated.
bulldoze anyone.
No. And it's like we film it in location.
Yeah, they'd have to fly
physically.
in. Yep.
And we're not a Zoom kind of
No.
podcast.
No.
And so, yeah. And I also think it's more we don't know if they can hang.
Yeah.
So we're not going to do that. But it was just funny that so many people were asking.
Everybody wants.
Oh, you have a podcast?
Well, I think that like when you hear that people have a podcast and you're like a professional, you're like, oh, are you taking guests? Like it's,
Right.
you know, they're just pitching themselves.
I know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what was happening.
Uh-huh.
And then the one that didn't, I was like, maybe if you came to our location.
The guy that didn't say, I want to be on your podcast, we were like, well, maybe it would work out okay.
Maybe it would work.
If you ever find yourself in our town.
Okay, but he was like the really cool wellness company.
Yeah.
And so that's just right down our alley.
Yeah.
But where would we sit them?
They'd have to go in the middle.
No,
on the couch, they'd have to go in the middle.
Weird.
Yeah.
Like we sat down today and we just somehow sat in the wrong chairs. We're like, oh, we
Yeah.
gotta move.
Switch sides.
It's not working out.
Yeah.
I know. Well, fun. Anything else? Is this a half episode?
Yeah, it's just like a little mini episode,
Yeah.
right?
Let's do what is your conference hack? So when you're at a conference, what's a hack? What's something that you love about conferences? If somebody's going to go to one for the first time, like what's your hack?
Get some sticker paper.
Okay.
And print some QR codes to put on the back of your badge so that when you're talking about stuff, you can just scan it and pull it right up would be one.
Yes.
2, always stay at the hotel that the conference is being held at. That is just the best.
Right.
You just can go right up to your room anytime you need, ditch your laptop, pick up your laptop.
You gotta get out. You gotta get out of it.
You gotta get out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to not go to dinner with people.
Right.
You don't have to.
Call it.
The networking can end when the conference does for the day, or go have dinner, you know?
Yeah.
Don't, there's no rules. There's no right or wrong.
Take a minute and check in.
Yeah. What's yours?
I think there's that feeling. Mine is about my mornings and really planning carefully. And I think some people think, well, I'm paying a lot to be here, or somebody's paying a lot for me to be here.
To make the most of it.
I gotta
go maximize. I gotta go do all the things. Gotta be there at 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like miss the morning stuff.
Morning networking for half an hour.
There was morning sessions this morning.
No.
Yeah, there was
just real early weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I still got up. I did my walk. I did my yoga. I got my Starbucks. It's just same exact thing that I would do at home. And then you get dressed and go. And I think just keeping those routines.
Yeah.
Your dad, of course, we did tons, probably 12 of these a year.
Yeah.
And he, being in sales and biz dev, was like, I can't miss anything.
Yeah.
If they're there at 7 and they're there till midnight, I have to be there for all of it. He couldn't walk past the bar without being like, ooh, I've been wanting to talk to that guy. You know? And
which he's a good salesman, you know, there's a time and place.
He ran himself dry.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't know it because he's a dude, and he was just like, I don't know. And often we
ignoring bodily functions.
Yes, yeah. And I can remember one of them where we were staying right by Fenway Park in Boston. I don't know. And the evening event was these great tickets like at this ballpark. And I hadn't been there, and I was like, so cool. Can't wait. And by the time I got through the day, I was toast.
You were pooped.
I was pooped. And I actually just put on the comfies, which is another key. Do not forget to bring your comfies.
And wear comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
This is 2026.
Use your comfies in the room, though. Like I put extra comfies.
Yeah.
A long sleeve, a short sleeve, a flannel.
Yep.
The soft pants, the pull on, all the soft socks.
Yeah.
I have half of my suitcases like my comfies.
Yeah.
So I put the comfies on. I ordered like a pasta meal and a glass of wine, and I sat in bed and watched TV. I could hear the game.
Oh, is
and
that
I was
close?
like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
And your dad was like, wait, you're not going to the game? And I was like, I am not.
You're
actually.
like, I'm dead.
I'm all done.
I'm pooped.
I'm not going to close any deals over there. I'm sorry to tell you that you're also not going to close any deals over there. So go have a good time and chill. So Yeah, I mean, I already have 3 or 4 action items that are pretty big,
Yeah.
and I haven't been to a workshop yet.
Yeah.
Just from learnings from other people that do what I do and
Yeah.
gave me some great ideas. And so I'm pretty inspired about those. And I don't know if my brain can put any more in there.
Yeah, man, the Notion meeting taker has been a lifesaver
Isn't it
for
amazing?
this.
That's
Yes.
another one.
Yes.
Right.
Use your AI note taker in your in-person sessions so you literally don't have to take notes.
Right. And you can just kind of relax. The notes that I take, have you heard of Granola, by the way?
No.
It's an AI platform that I've heard of. As I was watching one of my members this month, and I didn't get a chance to ask him. He had his phone, AI dude, you know.
Yeah.
He's the AI brothers,
Yeah.
right? Or the Tech Brothers? What are they going to be?
AI brothers.
AI
well,
brothers.
we don't know.
Okay.
That was just my suggestion.
Well, look for them. That's coming soon to a podcast near you. So he's got his phone, and we're in this workshop, you know, getting training. And so I know his phone is taking notes, but then every now and then he would interact with it, and he would be typing something. And so I feel like somebody told me that Granola will do your meeting notes, but then you can also
Well, you can do that in Notion.
input right into it.
Yes.
Be like right in the middle of this.
There's
be
3
like,
tabs
here's
when you
my
have the
idea.
AI. When you're in Notion, you have
Yeah.
the AI meeting. There's a notes tab.
Okay.
There's a summary tab and a transcript.
But you can take
So
notes.
while it's recording, you can just write stuff in there.
So you could be like, make sure you hear this and that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if somebody was taking notes.
just like
for
a
you.
highlight.
Oh, well, I'm
Yeah,
going to
just-
look at Granola. I love hearing about new things.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he was using.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. So
Well, yeah, this was fun.
this was really fun. I'm freezing cold now.
I know,
You're
it's
not gonna
so
feel
cold. We're such
sorry, but my
babies.
hands are cold.
There's a hot tub right there. It's literally
I
calling
really
my
wanna be
name
in
and I don't
that.
have a
I wanna-
swimsuit.
Damn it. I do. Let's go find you a suit,
Yeah,
and then we can get in the hot tub because that
that would be
seems
so
fun.
nice. Yeah,
Are you allowed? Yeah, you
just
are.
short term.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Very cool. This was fun.
Yeah,
Thanks for bringing all the equipment.
yeah,
And
how fun.
we were just like, hey, the sunlight seems kind of good right now.
Yeah,
I feel like if we had done this inside, it would have been interesting because people probably would have walked
well, maybe
up to
we'll
us.
do another one tomorrow.
Oh, we should do one tomorrow because
Yeah.
people will be like, what are you doing? What's
Yeah.
happening? And then we'll be like, oh, we're going to put you want to be on the podcast?
Yeah,
Then we're
go
going to
on the
edit you
podcast.
out. Yeah. You're not gonna, it's not going to roll with you. We'll just
It'd be
try.
funny.
We should put a seat in the middle and be like, if you want to be
Yeah.
on the podcast,
I
jump
only
in.
have 2 mics though.
Oh, well, we just have to hand it to
Mhm.
them.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah,
That'd be really funny because then
Mhm.
we'd learn
yeah,
and we'll edit them out anyway, unless they score really big.
yeah.
This was fun. I'm Lynn.
Yeah, I'm Braelyn.
This is everything in between.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening.